whether it is out of standard, and also going to negotiate with the person. So
Oh, negotiate. So what happened? What was the problem with the product?
it was freshness, man. So I think that the delivery conditions wasn't good enough to preserve the product. So one thing that is very hard for beer is the freshness. So if you don't control well the freshness, like if you expose the beer or the product to the sun or to the heat, the beer is going to taste really weird, like old.
Okay.
So all the parameters, physical chemical parameters, were good, but when we were in the degustation process or analysis, we saw that the product was bad in freshness. So it tasted like bread, and like also like carton.
Okay.
So the beer wasn't really good.
So it
Was
was one beer or just a lot?
No, man, was 50
It was a
boxes of
batch.
beer. Yes,
Uh,
50 boxes of beer.
50.
Each box have, yes, 50, 12, 12 beers of a liter, 1 liter. So it was like 600 bottles of beer. So
Uh-oh.
we needed to negotiate with the person in order they don't do the reclamo through the call center, because if they do that, it's really hard. Things go to hell from there.
Yeah.
So we needed to go. We went to the. It was a bar in a very dangerous place here in Cochabamba. So we needed to go. I mean, it was like a scene of the Padrino. The woman, because she was an old woman, she was sitting on the table with three guards like around her, and she was counting a bag of money. So she was like counting a lot of money, like counting, and we were like, please, we're sorry for this, but we need to negotiate. And she was like, you look all this money, I don't care losing 50 bottles or 50 boxes of bottles, but I care about being my clients happy, and that's a problem. And don't mess with me because I don't like problems. And we were like, oh, don't worry, sorry, please, sorry. We will change your bottles, your boxes. And she was like, I don't care, you have to be like very honest, very professional in what you do. You can't deliver these kind of products. And we were like, oh my god, like I was really scared, man, because there were like three gorillas around her, and I was like, oh my god, they are going to break my legs right now. So I was really
What
worried.
happened? What happened at the end? Did she
Well,
agree?
yes, she agreed. Like luckily, yes, that she agreed. So we
Yeah.
sent the right.
Once the product is with the final client, I mean, what
Yes,
can I say? If something bad happens, that's what's gonna happen. Okay.
yes, yes,
And
man.
I mean, the good thing is that she agreed for you guys to just exchange.
Yes,
Yes, replace the non-conforming products for good ones, which is good news. But that's also a lesson learned. And
yes, yes, it is. Well, the problem is with logistics. I don't know what. what they do about this product, because, well, this product is called Wari. Okay, it's a beer that we only do in a little town called Wari in the city of Oruro. So it's the only I don't know, elitist product. Like, we only do this product in that place.
But
So
then the problem was in the distribution center.
yes. So what they did is that they bring the product here to the distribution center, to the DC, and they start delivering it.
Right.
So logistics
Yes, but they
did.
need to check if the product is still good.
Yes, yes, that logistics. Maybe they put this product in the sun, or they put in somewhere where was too hot, and they
Yes,
didn't
it just
check the
went.
product. Yes, and went out. So the as because we are quality control here in the city of Cochabamba, we needed to go and retrieve that product. But
Yes.
the problem is with Wari and logistics. So tomorrow, someone in logistics is going to have a really bad day, man.
Yes,
I'm guess
that happens. Yeah,
yes,
that
I'm guessing
usually.
it's going to be the manager of the DC. Yes,
You know,
because
that happened to me also, but not to me. It happened to another friend from other production lines when I was in Coca-Cola,
okay.
and they bottled. They call it Sidral Mundet. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
Yes, yes, I am.
It's a yes, it's a an apple like sidra
Yes.
um, beverage, and the problem was that there was a problem with the filler. So it was just a couple of bottles for, I believe it was a liter bottles. They were not capped immediately. Okay, they
Okay.
weren't capped immediately, so they did not. They usually have what is it called? CO2 and ozone injected
Yes.
because apple juice is very volatile. If you don't treat it correctly, it just goes bad fast. And for some reason, the filler got bad, and instead of rejecting those bottles, they got capped and they got packaged and shipped. So what happened is it was just a small run. It was about 30 some bottles. And what happened is that they went bad in 2 3 days, and they you open the bottle, it was like a smelling ammonia.
Oh my God.
So they were in the stores, and
Oh,
and we had to go pick them up and buy them.
okay. So you did a recall.
But only it was only like 30 or 40 some bottles, and we knew specifically. We investigated specifically the area, and yes, it was a place near Mexico City, so you can imagine. I remember because one person said we I mean, you would go to the store and just buy the bottles, and of course, like, it's normal when you buy four or five, but you go to a store and buy all of them, and then you ask for what they have on the storage. They're like, okay, what's going on? and and yes, some people were suspicious about this.
Yes, you're doing a recall. Oh my
It was
God.
pretty much a recall, but not, you're not making it how can I say it,
Yes,
visible.
under.
You're just pretending to be a client, and that's how they do it. And that was my first time I went on a recall on in the field. But
Oh my
I
God.
mean, nothing happens. The thing is, with that product in specific, like for example, when you open the bottle, and you smell like ammonia, you just throw it away. But the same thing that you mentioned was going to happen. People were going to call the call center. You know what? I got a bad product.
Yes, and
And that's what they wanted to avoid. Yes.
yes, because when they call when they do the when they say the problem through the call center, man, the call center doesn't
Yes. But
have
okay. But
any mercy.
uh, I guess we need to be extra careful, right? For those things not to.
Yes, yes, man. Sometimes we have when well very fast when we were trying to do a new product that is called chicha. It's like a native beverage we have here in Bolivia. We have to control very good the units of pasteurization, because if we don't control it, the beer is going to be like a grenade. Okay,
Mm.
so when we first took out the first I don't lote of chicha, man, they exploded in one store too. So the, they say that the woman was walking and the beer was exploded behind her, like like a movie. So it was like boom, 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 exploding, and that went through the call center. But that went through the call center, so we had to discontinue the chicha maize. That's why we don't have that product again in the market.
Yes.
But
But yeah, I mean, we have to be careful with those things.
yes, yes, we do, we do, we do.
Give me just a second, okay?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, so let's get into the class. So we started the module number 10, and we reviewed the first part of the unit, the first unit, okay, for module 10.
Yes,
And remember, we discussed that we're going to go over some of the tenses, okay, and pretty
yes.
much have an overview of everything. So verb tense review, and this is important so that we don't get confused. So let's see. And I'm pretty sure everything is going to be clear when we see all of these at once. So simple present, okay, am, teach, simple. Simple
Yes.
past, the same situation, but in the past. Present continuous is a formula. Have, has been, and then the continuous form of the verb, have
Yes.
been teach, present continuous, okay.
Okay.
So, okay, you just make sure you use your verb in the ing form, okay.
Yes.
And also is combined with the verb to be. The future, remember we discussed we can use two paths. We can use are going to or will. It
Okay.
depends on how you want to structure your sentences, okay?
I have a question, Cesar.
Yes.
Well, the most difficult part in grammar. Um, w- there are more tenses, right? That I remember. Like, I think that we have future perfect, present future, if I'm not saying it wrong. We are going to see them in this model, or are we going furthermore?
I'm sorry, can you repeat?
Okay. Can I say it in Spanish? I'll say it in Spanish.
Okay, yes, yes, please.
Creo que tenemos más tenses para lo que es este tema, esta sección específicamente. Como por ejemplo, creo que, si no estoy equivocado, tenemos el eh, present future y tenemos tal vez, creo que hay un future perfect, algo así. Um,
Yes, but
lo
we
que,
haven't gotten to that point yet.
okay, yes, that was my question.
Okay,
Are
okay.
we
No,
going to
no
get?
problem. No problem. This is just like a check. This is
Okay,
what we have covered so far.
yes, because I was very um, um worry because this is the difficult part of grammar. So I was a little bit nervous if we saw them all in this section. So that's why I wanted to.
Yes. No, no, no. Don't worry. I mean, yes, there's still more tenses, but at this point, and it's actually a good check. Uh, just a review, just to go over the sections that we have covered so far. And that's what this verb tense review is about. And you're correct, there's more. Okay.
Okay.
But
Okay.
up to now, for what we have covered, I mean, I believe there's no issues, right? No problems.
Yes.
So, okay. So let's see. Let's go over the first tense. So let's listen to it. Okay, are you ready?
Ready. I'm ready. Let's do it. Okay.
We use the present continuous be plus verb plus ing to talk about something that's happening right now or these days. I'm working on an idea for a commercial right now.
Okay. So present continuous. So you
Yes.
talk about something that is happening right now or these days. That's why you have here this big circle right here.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Let's go for number 2.
We use the simple present to talk about something that happens every day or all the time. Talia works at Newsline.
Yes.
Okay. So we use the simple present to talk about something that happens every day or all the time. That's why. So you've been doing it, not just now, but you started doing it in the past, you're doing it now, and you're gonna keep doing it in the future.
Yes. We don't have like the deadline for that action.
Yes, correct. 3.
Okay.
We also use the simple present with non-action verbs like know, believe, want, and like, even when we're talking about something that's happening right now. I want to hear more about this commercial.
And I guess the most difficult part here is to be able to identify those non-action verbs.
Yes.
And we have some examples here, but there's more. Know, believe, want, like, there's more. And I'm pretty sure I can look at my notes and share it with you a much more broad list of non-action verbs, okay?
Okay. That would be really great.
Okay, good. Now let's continue.
Okay.
We can also use the simple present when we tell a story, even if the story is about the past. The simple present makes the story more dramatic.
She meets me in the lobby, we shake hands, and she takes me out to lunch.
Okay.
Okay.
She meets me in the lobby, we shake hands, and takes me out to lunch. Okay. Even if the story is in the past. So what this instruction is trying to tell us is that we're talking about an activity that we do. It could be every day, every once in a week, whatever, but it's an activity that is recent and it continues to happen.
Okay. Okay. Let me see. She meets me in the lobbies. We shake hands, and she takes me out to lunch. But it's not an activity that is going to happen every day,
It
right?
depends because, for example, you can say, I go to work. At work, I go to eat, and I I don't know, I take a break.
Okay. So in this case, in number four, we are using the simple present because
Present.
we don't have the deadline for these situations.
No,
Yes.
and you are how can I say it? For example, in this statement that we have here with Nick, is not something that has a deadline. It's something that is happening. Uh, look at the description. It says when we tell a story, even if the story is about the past,
Yes.
it's an
Okay.
ongoing activity or
Okay.
of things.
Okay. Okay.
You're still using the simple present. What is important here to consider is the comprehension.
Yes. Yes. That is a little tricky. Okay.
And I can say, for example, so I'm gonna tell you a story. I I I go to the store, I talk to the clerk, I talk to the clerk, he cashes the money, and then he wonders, why am I buying too many bottles of pop? In Illinois, they call it pop when you drink flavor soda.
Okay.
So I'm using the previous example that I mentioned about the quality issue to talk to make an example similar to what we have here in this number 4 section.
Yes. Okay.
Even though it's something about the past, I can make it in the present.
Okay. Understood. Okay.
It's like recreating and going in a flashback.
Yes.
What's
Okay.
happened? That's what he's trying to tell us. And I'm pretty sure you have seen this.
Yes. Yes. I have seen it. But yes. Okay. Now I understand.
Are you familiar with that show, Seinfeld?
Seinfeld.
Yes. Well, it's in 80s, 90s TV series. Um, they have a lot of flashbacks and they describe many things.
Oh.
And they use this kind of tense a lot.
Okay. Yes. Understood. So whenever you're recreating things and you want to explain what happened.
Like if it was like it's happening right now, but it's actually in the past. Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Understood completely.
Okay. Let's go for number 5.
Number five.
We usually use the simple past to talk about something that happened in the past and is finished.
I told you about that before.
So it happened in the past, no specific time. It just happened. It's gone.
Yes. The activity is gone.
Okay. 6.
We often use the simple past with time expressions that refer to a specific time in the past. For example, last year, in 1999, 10 years ago.
Nick met Jackie several months ago.
Okay.
All right. Number 7.
We use the present perfect, have, plus the past participle, something that happened at some time in the past, but not at a specific time. One of Nick's teammates has framed him. We also use the present perfect with for or since to talk about something that started in the past and continues to the present. We use the present perfect with for and a length of time to show how long the situation has been going on. Nick has been here for 2 hours.
Okay.
We use the present perfect with since and a point of time to show when the situation started.
Nick has been here since 7 o'clock.
So remember, we use the present perfect to talk about something that happened at some time in the past. but not at a specific time in the past. But it happened in the past and it's affecting you up to now,
Okay.
just as shown here.
Yes, it could be the both, right? Both of them. Like we have a situation in the past and we don't have like and a specific time. Like Talia, like the example, one of Nick's teammates has framed him. Okay. So we don't know when they framed him.
In the past, but is affecting that person now.
Okay. Okay. So it's that's the rule. So it
Yes.
happens in the past and it's affecting now.
Yes, because look at the simple past. It happened in the past and it's done. It's just
Okay.
a
Okay.
and present perfect is a memory and it's affecting you still.
Yes. Okay. Well, it makes sense also because if you don't say that you don't have you don't say on a specific time, you don't know if the action is a stop. Okay.
Yes,
Und-
correct. And also you can use these prepositions for or since,
Okay.
and that gives you that opportunity to show specifics.
Okay.
Okay.
Understood.
Now
Understood.
let's go for 8. Are you ready?
Ready.
We often use the present perfect with words like already, yet, just, recently, and lately.
I've already told you.
Okay.
Okay.
So now let's go for present perfect continuous.
We can also use the present perfect continuous, have plus been plus verb plus ing, to talk about something that started in the past and continues to the present. I've been thinking about this all day.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. Now let's go over 10. Are you ready?
Ready.
As with the present perfect, we often use the present perfect continuous with for and since.
Talia has been working on this story for a few days.
She has been working on the story since last Monday.
Remember, we usually don't use continuous forms with non-action verbs.
Okay.
Okay. So, for example, Talia has been having a headache all day.
Yes. Okay.
So, having is an action verb. Okay.
So we couldn't put that in continuous form, right? So
Exactly.
how it should be. Talia have been, I don't know how it should be.
For example, it says here, Talia has been having. That's in the present perfect. So
Yes.
if you want to say that she's all day she had a headache, what other options do you have?
Getting maybe.
Mm, Talia
Change.
got a headache all day. That's a
Got
good
it.
option. Okay.
Yes.
Or Talia had a headache all day.
Had a headache. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Understood.
Okay. Good.
Yes.
So
Okay.
we need to be careful with this, with the
Yes.
non-action verbs. Okay. 11.
We can use be going to or will to talk about the future.
I'll call you tomorrow.
Talia is going to call her mother tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So any questions?
No, I think that I've done all my questions.
Have to be careful with your non-action verbs. And remember,
Yeah.
usually you use them in your present perfect or present perfect continuous.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's do some work that is going to help us.
Okay. Let's do it.
Just a second.
Pause it.
Okay. Hold on. Give me just a sec.
Don't worry about it.
Yes, I got it. So let me show you my screen. Okay. So grammar, verb tense review number 1. So complete each sentence, click on the box and choose the correct answer.
I knew
Let's see.
this
Let's try.
was going to happen. I knew it. Okay.
Oh, to have everything? Oh, yes. You're not going to avoid it.
Oh my God. Okay. Sometime, at some point, this was going to happen. Okay, let's do it. Um, Talia has been working for Newsline for 3 years. Okay. Yes. Okay.
Good.
She's a researcher, but she um wants to be a reporter with
Okay.
non-action verbs. Okay. Talia is close to her mother. She speaks to her every day, something that we do every day. Okay. Nick Crawford was born in England, but he um, has moved to the United States. No, but he moved to the yes, that one, to the United States 10 years ago, because we are talking about the action that stopped. Nick is a star soccer player. Okay, he has been on the national team since he finished college. Okay, Talia is working on a story about Nick Crawford now. Okay, a woman named Jackie Bishop frames has framed Nick. As a result, Nick's in a lot of trouble. Yes, because it's happening now. Well, it have an effect now. Talia is going to speak to her boss in an hour. She wants to tell him about the tape.
Okay. So we're talking about the future.
Yes, we're talking
Are
about the
you
future.
ready?
Ready? Let's see it.
Good.
Yes, we got it.
Yes, no problem. Okay.
I'm really happy about this, man. Yes.
Okay. Let's do some more work.
Okay, let's do it. Positive.
All right. Give me just a sec. Okay. So now this one is a little bit more challenging. So complete the paragraph, type the correct forms of the verbs in parentheses into the blanks, okay? So you have the verbs in parentheses. So you need to choose the correct tense and, okay, in this case, we need to type them. Let's do it.
Okay. As everyone knows,
Okay, nice.
okay, national soccer star Nick Crawford um, had big problems for the past few weeks. Has big problems. Okay, yeah, I'll check it out. People say that Crawford took a bribe several months ago. He he sit out last year's qualifying match. He sat out, sorry, last year's qualifying match, and as a result, his teammate lost. Lost. Yes. Now Crawford is trying to prove his innocence. If he, yes, he's trying. Um. Now Crawford trying. Maybe we have to add the B is trying.
Okay, in the continuous form, yeah, that makes sense.
Because it's something that is happening now. Okay, if he can't, the soccer federation will not allow him to play again.
Okay, if he can, the soccer federation.
Will not allow him to play again.
Okay, that's it.
Okay, let's go. Okay, Crawford moved to the United States from England 10 years ago. He he have played for the national team for 4 years.
He has.
Played
Mhm.
for a national team. Yes, I need to remember. Has and have. Okay.
Is something that he did already or he's been doing?
Him team for 4 years. So he's been doing in the past and he's doing it now, as I notice. So he
Okay.
have been playing. Sorry, he have been playing for the national team for 4 years. Okay, Coach Ed Heskins know him since then. Okay, yes.
Those.
No, no. See, yes. Sorry, I'm mixing up him since then. Nick is our star player. He always gives the game 100% of his effort. Gives. I, along with all of the other players, trust him completely. Okay? I'm sure that Nick will clear up this whole mess soon. The fans are hoping so too. Without Crawford, the national team will lose again.
Okay. Now this one is a little bit more challenging, so let's read again and do a check.
Okay. As everyone knows, that's a present. National soccer star Nick Crawford had big problems for the past few weeks. Okay. Have
Okay.
my God. No, because we don't use non-action verb, the ing form. Had been having, we cannot use that, right?
Mm, yes, we need to be careful there.
Okay. So it's okay like that. So People say that Crawford took a bribe several months ago. Okay. I've been taking a bribe. No. He sat out last year's qualifying match, and as a result of and as a result, his team lost. His team lost. Okay. Now Crawford is trying to prove his innocence. If he can't, the Soccer Federation will not allow him to play again. Crawford moved to the United States from England 10 years ago. Okay, they're talking about an action that it's already done. He has been playing for the national team for 4 years. Okay. Yes, because he's still playing. Coach Ed Haskins knows him since, okay. He always gives the game 100%. Okay, maybe I'll go with
What
this.
about this? What about this one?
Knew him.
Mm,
Is knowing him. Have been knowing. Have
what
been.
about the present perfect?
Yes. Have known.
Okay.
Okay. Have known him. Yes, you're right. Because it's an action that happened in the past and it's a now.
Yes.
Okay. Understood. Acknowledge. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I'm wrong with some.
Okay, so let's see. I'm sure that Nick will clear up. Another way of doing clear up in the future is going to.
Is going to clear up.
Remember, there's two ways to do
Yes.
uh, future reference, okay?
But it's not like incorrect saying will clear up or it is.
The Nick will, no, it's not incorrect,
Okay.
but we have different variations, right?
Yes. Yes. So we can put it like it's going to clear up.
Options, okay? This whole mess soon. The fans are hoping so. Can we leave it in the continuous form? Is something that they're doing,
Yes, I think that the
or
fans
we can
hope so too.
okay.
Hope so too.
Okay, let's go back to this one.
Okay, that has big problems for the past few weeks.
Okay. Can we use any simple present?
Yes, that's what have been no had has been having no. No, I don't know, man. Okay, yeah, that one I have no clue. I have no clue, Caesar.
Okay. Well, remember, if we go to the present perfect continuous, okay,
We cannot
they
use.
tell it says we usually. It's not saying no,
Oh,
it's saying usually. What about if we want to leave it in the present perfect continuous?
okay. So it is has been having big problems. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So it's not like a rule that no, we don't do that. So it's we usually don't do that.
Okay.
Okay. Understood.
So are you ready?
Ready. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay. Well, with a lot
It
of
was
thought.
very difficult. Not very difficult, but it was challenging, okay?
Yeah, it was. I have a question. In the part of hope, the fans are not hoping right now to clear up the mess.
Remember the difference between the simple present and the present continuous?
Yes, yes. Simple present is something that you do, that you usually do, and the present
Oh,
continuous form is something
simple
that.
present, well, simple present, you can use it this way, okay?
Yes,
To talk about something that happens every day and all the time.
yes.
Now,
That's
simple present, ¿dónde está?
but present
Present
continuous
continuous.
is something that is happening now.
Oh, right.
So they the fans are not
It's
hope.
just, well, we need to go back into the context. Give me just a sec. Let me show you.
Yes, maybe the context is.
Okay. Here. So I'm sure that Nick is going to clear up or will clear up his whole mess, this whole mess soon. The fans, so that the fans hope so too. Without Crawford, the national team is going to lose again.
Okay.
Okay, so when you say the fans hope, is because you're giving it a more broad parameter of time. Remember, because if we use the present continuous, is just around just now and maybe yesterday and and tomorrow. When we say the simple present, we're talking about much more days, much more time. Because if you think about the whole concept of the problem, the trouble that Nick is going through, it's not something that is just going to be resolved in one day. It's something that is going to be a long discussion.
Okay, understood now. Okay, perfect.
It's not, most people fail this part, okay?
Yes, that's really tricky.
Because what I'm telling you, it requires a lot of thinking.
Yes, yes, it does. So you need like yes, you need to know the context really, really well.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes, because in this case, hope is not something that is just going to happen right now or tomorrow or yesterday. It's something that is going to go beyond. Yes, it happened more than just yesterday, and it's going to happen more than tomorrow.
Yes. Okay. So
By
it's going to happen to
using this,
one process of time, right?
yes.
Okay, understood. Understood.
Okay. Yes, it's not it's not that easy, but that's why we have some of these examples so that we can tell the difference.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's go into the next part.
Let's
Okay.
do it.
So negative yes, no questions and tag questions. So negative yes, no questions. For example, isn't learning grammar fun? Wouldn't you like to learn more about them? Okay. So you're using a negative context to ask a yes or no question.
Okay.
Indirect, okay? And just tag questions. You enjoy summer, don't you?
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Understood. Okay.
So let's go over the explanation. Are you ready?
Ready.
Okay.
We use negative yes, no questions to check information. We expect the answer to be yes. Aren't you Nick Crawford, the soccer star?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Aren't you Nick Crawford, the soccer star? Yes. Number two.
That's-
Okay.
To
Okay.
form a negative yes-no question, we add not to the verb be or the auxiliary verb, a form of do or have, or a modal such as can or should. We almost always use the contraction, short form.
Aren't you Nick Crawford?
Aren't you, Nick Crawford? Okay.
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 So to form a negative yes no question, we add not to the verb be.
Yes.
So in this case, are you Nick Crawford, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Understood.
3.
We also use tag questions to check information.
I told you about the commercial, didn't I?
Okay.
So you just want a confirmation. I told you about the commercial, did I?
Okay.
Number 4, you ready?
Ready.
A tag question is made of a statement and a tag. You went to a restaurant, didn't you? You went to a restaurant is the statement, and didn't you is the tag.
Okay.
Okay.
So a tag question, in order to be a tag question, you need 2 things for the formula. You need a statement and you need the tag.
Yes.
And you
Okay.
separate them using a comma.
Okay. Understood completely.
5.
Notice that the subject of the tag is the same as the subject of the statement.
You were in my class, weren't you?
Mhm.
We only use pronouns in the tag.
Kicks are cool, aren't they?
Okay.
Okay, so we do not say kicks are cool, aren't kicks? No. Don't forget,
Yes.
we have to follow the rules.
Yes.
Okay. So notice that the subject of the tag is the same as the subject of the statement.
Okay. Yes. Understood.
And it was mentioned here. Well, don't forget that we use pronouns.
Okay.
Okay. Pronouns. 6.
When the statement is affirmative, the tag is negative.
You were in my class, weren't you?
You were in my class is affirmative. The tag weren't you is negative. Notice that the tag for I am is aren't I. I'm right, aren't I?
Okay.
Okay.
7.
When the statement is negative, the tag is affirmative.
You weren't in my class, were you?
You weren't in my class is negative. The tag were you is affirmative.
Okay, so we're just doing a check.
Yes.
Is a negative and positive, or positive and a negative?
Okay.
8.
The tag always has a form of the verb be or an auxiliary, a form of do or have or a modal such as can or should. If the statement has the verb be or an auxiliary verb, we use the same verb in the tag.
You're a big soccer fan, aren't you?
trust me, do you?
We can meet again, can't we? If the statement does not have a form of the verb be or an auxiliary verb, we must use a form of do in the tag.
I know you, don't I?
Remember that the form of do in the tag must be in the same tense as the verb in the statement.
We studied together for the final, didn't we?
Okay.
Okay, so there's two different scenarios. The one where the verb is in your statement and in your tag, like here. The other one is when we have an non-action verb, in this case, well, I need to reinforce it for my tag using do as an
Okay.
action, okay? It is still an action, an activity, I'm sorry, so you need to use do.
Okay. Okay. Understood.
Okay, even though no is a non-action, we still need to use do because it's an activity.
Okay. Understood.
And also the next one is in the simple past, so we need to keep the same context.
Okay. Perfect.
Statement for the tag, okay? Because, for example, if we go back to this one, I know you, know I? Doesn't make sense, right?
Yes. It doesn't make sense. No.
And also you can say, you like Chinese food, do you?
Yes.
Don't you? I'm sorry, don't you? Because it has to be a positive or negative. You like Chinese food, don't you?
Yes. Yes.
Because you don't say like you? Nah.
Yes, you're right. Okay. Understood.
All right, so 9. We're not finished yet.
Yes. One more. One more.
We answer negative yes-no questions and tag questions the same way we answer affirmative yes-no questions. If the information is correct, we say yes. If the information is wrong, we say no.
Aren't you a reporter?
Yes, I am. I'm a reporter for Newsline.
No, I'm not. I'm a researcher.
You're a reporter, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I'm a reporter for Newsline.
No, I'm not. I'm a researcher.
Okay, any questions here?
No. No. I think that I don't have.
We have a tag question. It is simple. Aren't you a reporter? You're a reporter, aren't you? So we can answer yes or no. No problem.
Yes.
That's what it's telling us. It can be yes or no.
Yes. Understood.
And that's it, sir. So now let's go and do some work.
Android.
And it makes sense. If we want to move on to tag questions, we need to check on the previous grammar tenses that we have reviewed, okay?
Yes. Yes. Makes sense.
So let me show you my screen. Okay. So negative yes, no cues and tag cues match the first part of the sentence with the second part. Drag and drop the answer into the correct blank. So let's see. Number 1.
Okay. Number 1. You have met Nick Crawford, haven't you?
Okay. So is haven't you? Okay, good.
Okay. He's a player on the national team. Isn't he? Isn't he?
Okay.
Didn't they lose the game last year? Lose the game. Okay. Tali is not a reporter. Isn't she? Is she? Yes, because she's negative. Is she? Um, wasn't she at the meeting last week? Okay. Won't she be home tomorrow night? Okay. Nick isn't guilty, is he?
Okay, are you ready?
Ready. Let's do it.
Good.
Yes, you got it.
Okay, no problem. Now, let's go over the next part of the grammar, and I will leave the rest of the exercises for you for practice, so you
Okay.
can do them on your own. Okay?
Okay.
Now let's go into the verb and plus an object plus infinitive. For example, in this case, when you have the verb plus the infinitive, want to talk, need to know, or if you have an object, like you to learn. Let's see what this is all about. It's actually a very short explanation. Are you ready?
Ready. Let's do it.
Some verbs are followed directly by an infinitive, to plus the base form.
Nick agreed to do a commercial.
Okay, we know that.
Yes. Okay.
Some verbs must be followed by an object, a noun or pronoun, before the infinitive.
She convinced me to make a commercial.
Okay. She
Okay.
convinced me to make a commercial.
Yes.
So the object could be a noun or a pronoun.
Yes. Understood.
3.
Some verbs can be followed directly by an infinitive or by an object and an infinitive.
I want to appear in a commercial.
I want you to appear in a commercial.
Okay.
Okay. Understood.
All right. So it was just a recap of the previous examples.
Okay.
Let's do one exercise regarding this section. Give me just a second.
Okay.
Okay. So rearrange the words in each box to form a sentence. Type it into the blank. So let's see.
Okay. Mm, I want to tell you the whole story again. But I'm missing one. Want to tell me the whole story? The words. We need to have it all the words.
Well, let's read the instructions. Rearrange the words in each box to form a sentence.
Yes, we need to have all the words. I want to tell you. I want you to tell me the whole story again. Yes. I
Mhm.
want to tell. I want you to
Okay.
tell me. Yes. Okay. Begin at the beginning. Okay. Begin at the beginning. Jackie Jack invited me to have lunch with her. Yes. Okay.
3.
She asked me to endorse a new pair of athletic shoes. Yes. Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
So that means we have done the first part, okay?
Yes. How much money did she offer? She promised to pay 100,000.
Okay.
Okay. And she said something about commercial. Right. I agreed to do a commercial.
Okay.
Okay. I had liked you to tell me more about this commercial. Yes. Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Ready. Let's do it.
Good.
We got it.
Yes, no problem. Okay. Awesome.
Okay.
So let's see. Let's do some pronunciation, okay?
Okay.
Really fast. And we call it a day. So I'm stressed and the, and but. Let's listen to the instruction.
The words an, and but, shown in blue, are usually unstressed. They are shorter, weaker, and less clear than the words around them. The vowel is usually reduced and pronounced as a short, unclear schwa, sound. Listen to these lines from the dialogue. Notice the unstressed words shown in blue.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm working on a story.
Okay.
It's about an athlete, one of the national soccer players. A teammate framed him, but I believe he's innocent.
We talked about an idea for a commercial.
When and how did you meet Jackie Baker?
She came over to me at the juice bar.
Okay. So remember that exercise where we missed, I believe it was the word time.
Yes. I remember.
I believe this was in module 7.
Yes.
And it has happened in some occasions, not that frequently, but that's the reason why is because of the stress, or in this case, unstressed of the words. They are there, but they're very, very low. Very
Yes.
low, okay? That's what they're telling us.
Okay.
Let's do an exercise, okay?
Let's do it.
All right, let's see. So listen to each sentence, type the word you hear into each blank, and let's type it. Are you ready?
Ready.
Here's an idea.
Okay. An idea.
You're sitting in a park.
The park. Yes.
A kid comes by.
A kid comes by.
He recognizes you, but then he stares at your shoes.
But then he stares at your shoes. Yes.
The kid says, "Wow, cool shoes. What are they?"
The kid says, wow, cool shoes. What are they? Okay.
You look down at your shoes and say, "Kicks. What else?"
And say, kicks. What else? Okay.
You ready?
Ready. Okay. You are sitting in a park.
You're sitting in a park. You're sitting in a park.
In a
Yes.
park.
A park. Okay. Okay, I missed it.
No problem. Okay, let's go into the last part of the pronunciation. Give me just a second. Okay, so vowel sounds, soon, use, good. Are you ready?
Ready.
The letters in purple have the sound oo, as in soon. The letters in blue have the sound u, as in use. The letters in orange have the sound o, as in good. Listen to these words from the dialogue. Notice the vowel sounds shown in color.
Okay, so we have 3 different sounds.
Yes.
Soon. Two. Shoes. Cool.
Use, beautiful. Yours, excuse.
Good. Look. Could. Woman.
Okay,
Okay.
so let's listen to the instruction again.
The letters in purple have the sound oo, as in soon. The letters in blue have the sound u, as in use.
You.
The
Okay.
letters in orange have the sound o, as in good. Listen to these words from the dialogue. Notice the vowel sounds shown in color.
Blue. Okay.
Okay. This one is just like very, very abrupt. Oh,
Yes.
ooh,
Okay.
oh, you. Okay,
Okay.
let's do
And
some work.
do it.
No, this is gonna be fun. Okay, so listen to each word. Listen for the vowel sound. Do you hear what we just practiced? Okay. Let's see. Number 1. Are you ready?
Ready.
Took,
Took. Okay, it's the last one. Took. Full.
Fool.
Full. It's the first one. Yes.
suit,
Suit. Cute. Is the second one. Yes.
Cute.
Cute. Yes, the second one too.
should,
Should. The last one. Should. Should.
Are you ready?
Okay. Ready. Okay. Okay. Suit. Suit. So there it was the first one. Suit. Yes, the first one. You're right.
Okay. Suit.
Or the last one. Was it the last one? Oh
First
no.
one.
The first one. Yes. Okay. Understood completely. Took. Took. Suit. Suit. Yes. Right.
Okay.
Okay. Should. Should.
Should. Suit. Should. Suit. And if you notice to your the movements of your mouth, in one of them, you just throw air. And the other one, you have to move your jaw down.
Yes, you're right. Took.
Should.
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 In this one, you have to throw air out. Should. Should.
Should. Should. Yes.
Should. Should. Okay.
Should. Okay. Understood.
Okay. So that's all for tonight, sir.
Okay. Okay, Caesar. Thanks.
Good
Thanks.
There's a lot of homework coming up, okay? So try to keep up with that, okay?
Okay.
We don't have any surveys for today because I don't have them available. We couldn't talk to the IT department. I believe it's a holiday in Bolivia, correct?
Yes. Yes. Today is Año Nuevo Aymara.
Okay. So that's the reason why. So no problem. I already talked to the academic coordinator. So yes. Okay, Gonzalo, have a great night. I know it's late.
Okay.
So
thanks a lot.
Good luck tomorrow. Yes, no problem, sir. And see you tomorrow. Talk to you tomorrow. Have a good night.
Have a good night, Caesar. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye, Gonzalo. Yes, take care.